Rack focus. Hey everybody, Johnny O here with the Plot Hole, and today on Snake Oil Salesman, we're going to take a look at Kent Hovind. Why? Because the guy is as greasy gets. I think he wears that snake oil.
So welcome to Whack an Atheist Wednesday with Dr. Kent, the science gent.
Kent Hovind claims to be a doctor, yet I can't seem to find a single piece of evidence to support that. As a matter of fact, the only degrees he has are from unaccredited universities, one being from the famous diploma mill. He likes to tell people that he's a doctor. Well, can you show me evidence of you being a doctor? Now, if your evidence comes in the form of a paper mill from this place known as a Patriot University, then you can take that doctorate, roll it up, and shove it up your dino hole. Basically, what Kent Hovind did was he called up a paper mill and said, hey, can you just send me a piece of paper with some credentials on it? And this jackass has the nerve to criticize other people. Calls himself a scientist, but he has no formal training in any kind of science whatsoever, outside of the bullshit he wants to believe in. Bible science? I don't know if that's a thing. Kent Hovind has a dinosaur park that he calls Dino Park, where he asserts that humans and dinosaurs live together. Taking into consideration, this guy has no formal training in paleontology, geology, or any other kind of science for that matter. Kent Hovind believes the Earth is only 6,000 years old, without a single piece of evidence, again, outside of the Bible. Hovind believes the Bible is 100% factually correct in time, measure, weight, whatever science is in there, all of that. Now, I hate to be the one to break this to you, Mr. Hovind, but the Bible has been proven contradictory of itself several times over. Do I need to give examples? Why? You're just going to say I don't know what I'm talking about, so why don't you go ahead and go spit. Kent Hovind, also known as inmate 064520017. Yes, that's correct. He's a convicted felon for tax evasion. Motherfucker doesn't pay his taxes. As a matter of fact, in 1996, he claimed that he wasn't a U.S. citizen in order to evade paying those taxes. July of 2006, Kent Hovind was indicted on 58 charges relating to his tax evasion. He tried to claim incomprehension of the law, like he didn't. He basically was saying, well, I don't know who's accusing me of what. To which, and God bless this magistrate. That's right, I said God bless this magistrate. So go suck on that, Mr. Hovind. This magistrate looked at him and said, do you speak and understand English? Now, this is according to court documents, so if you got a problem with what I'm about to say, Mr. Hovind, take it up with the court, not me. Court documents. This was your response. Let me make sure I get this correct. The presiding magistrate asked if Hovind wrote and spoke English. To some degree was his answer. In other words, Kent Hovind, in order to evade paying taxes, discounted his ability to be able to speak and read his own language. Yet this guy is an educated scientist? Yeah, I don't fucking think so. January 2007, Hovind was sentenced to 10 years in prison. Hovind says he's taught high school science for 15 years. Yet I can't find a single accredited school that's ever hired him. I'm not here to defend Professor Dave. He can do that himself. Obviously, the man's brilliant. He actually does have credentials to say that he's a teacher or that he is a scientist or that he has an education. He's got the proof. Proof is in the pudding. And he's got the pudding. But there are a few things that during Hovind's response to Professor Dave shows what kind of a piece of shit he is. Let's take a look.
In phosphorus. Yeah. Phosphorus is brimstone in the Bible. Phosphorus burns really, really hot. You know, you strike the match, it's got phosphorus on there. You know, phosphorus burns at 5,000 degrees. Our military has used phosphorus weapons on enemies, dropped bombs over there and burn them horribly. Many militaries have phosphorus grenades, phosphorus bombs. It is awful what it does. 5,000 degrees is warm. And I feel bad for his family. I'm not trying to do any damage to the family or if he had a widow or children, I don't know.
Not trying to do any harm to his family by showing graphic images of burn victims and equating that to what you believe will happen to DPR Jones in the afterlife? Really? Let's just call Hovind Jigsaw.
Does evolution have an end goal? What are we trying to do here? Progressive evolution is the dominant idea, upward to the white man.
Why does evolution have to have an end game? Oh, I see. You're trying to equate evolution to racism? Right. Because it's science and evolution that the KKK base their system of beliefs on.
That's a special kind of dumb. I don't understand it.
You don't understand it, so it's a special kind of dumb. Sounds about right for you. There must be a lot that you think is a special kind of dumb because you don't seem to be able to understand much of anything. By your own admission, you don't understand the English language very well. So is that a special kind of dumb?
But he's still dead. He's going to be dead 50 years from now and 500 years from now and 10,000 years from now. Some big long name, I forget the name of the rare disease that he got in his 20s.
Doesn't know the disease amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, ALS, also known as Lou Gehrig's disease.
How the atheist he was debating was dodging all the questions. It was hilarious.
Oh, the irony of somebody who makes a living dodging hard questions, accusing other people of dodging questions.
This is Professor Dave. He calls himself Professor Dave. I don't know that he ever was actually a professor anywhere, but he got the title Professor Dave, okay?
Should Professor Dave go the same route you did and buy his credentials?
And I tell people, if they're really safe, tell the doctor, what do you weigh? And divide the weight by the baby's weight and say, okay, you weigh 18 times more than this baby. You take 18 of these shots right now, and let's wait 2 weeks, and if you're fine, give them to the baby. Nobody's even attempted to address that simple, logical question. Why don't they do that? Are they really safe? You sure? Dave, why don't you take them? You want to be an anti-vaxxer? What do you weigh, Dave? Probably, I'm guessing, 175? Say the baby weighs 17 pounds? That's 10 times more. Why don't you take 10 of the vaccines, Dave?
Adults take vaccines. Flu, DTaP. Oh, I'm sorry. You may not know that one because you don't speak English very well. But DTaP is also called a tetanus shot. HPV. You should be taking the shingles vaccine.
It is not the truth that dogs and mosquitoes are related. That's not science. That's a religious belief, and you're welcome to believe that. And you might think you have evidence. Okay, but it's not science. Science is knowledge, things we can see and observe and study and test and demonstrate. Look it up. So I'm not stuck on a script. I'm stuck on the truth.
Oh, really? Well, in that case, you're a convicted felon who tried to evade his taxes by feigning ignorance. How's that for truth? All right, everybody, here's the thing. The reason why I'm targeting Hovind and all these other snake oil salesmen is because people like this are what's wrong with the world. You want to have whatever beliefs you want to have, that's fine. You want to believe that the earth is 6,000 years old? Go do it. I don't care. But when you attempt to attack other people who actually have real science, real education, real evidence to back up claims, to back up objective facts, I have a problem with that, especially when you yourself are a piece of shit of a person. I'm not perfect. I've made mistakes in my life. I don't pretend to be perfect. I don't put myself out there as some anointed minister to children and God this and God that. No. Truth is, I'm a human being who makes mistakes. Now, Mr. Hovind, you might think that I'm making this video as an atheist. I don't give a fuck. I'm sure that you'll want to incorporate some sort of whack an atheist, which, by the way, I have to say that is an awesome message of God right there.
So whack an atheist is fun. It's easy. When they stick their head up, you whack them back down with real science and knowledge. No, sir, that's not true. Okay? Sweet, do it sweetly. And even small children can learn how to play whack an atheist. They can learn the truth about creation and whack down those who teach dumb stuff like evolution.
To go beat on people, to whack people, teaching children to hit other people who don't have the same beliefs as you. Awesome job there. Real man of God. You fucking piece of shit. Yes, people like you piss me off. Because you are one of the biggest examples of what's wrong with the world. You take advantage of taxpayers. You don't contribute to society. Nothing that's worth a shit. Like I said, I don't care. You do what you want to do. You believe what you want to believe. You want to believe that the earth is 6,000 years old? That's on you. That's fine. I don't care. Stop being a greasy piece of shit who's dishonest, disingenuous, and an overall shit person. And by the way, stop calling yourself doctor. Your real name is, and let me get this right. I want to make sure. Your real name is inmate 06452-017. All right. I'm done with that fucking asshole. We're going to move on from Kent Hovind. Next week, maybe I'll find somebody else to put in the snake oil salesman. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I generally don't like doing this. I want to keep things light and fun and funny. But after seeing the bullshit that this douchebag puts out on a regular basis, I'm going to comment on it. Because, fuck it. If you liked it, one of these. If you didn't, you can do one of these. That's fine. Don't care. Don't hurt my feelings. Do like, subscribe, click the bell, turn all that stuff on. Leave me a comment down there. Whether I don't care what it's about. You can call me an idiot. That's fine. I'm okay. I can handle it. But I tell you what, I'm not going to do. I'm not going to call myself a doctor. Oh, by the way, I want to take this moment to remind you guys about the Master Debaters Best in Series that starts tomorrow, 8 p.m. Central on the Plot Hole. Make sure you come over and join us. We'll have a panel of guests that are going to debate. I say debate, but it's whatever. It's all in fun. It's not that serious. The best in horror. We're going to start with A Nightmare on Elm Street. Tune in to find out how you can win yourself Freddy Krueger. Be a lot of fun. Awesome if you did. Love you guys. Nothing but love for you. Remember, finger guns, baby.